Hello and welcome to our virtual tour of our 2016 Mazda CX-5 Maxx all-wheel drive. A little bit about us here at Pacific Toyota and Lexus of Cairns. I am standing at one of two of our pre-owned vehicle yards. We've got through about 160 vehicles on any given month, making us the second largest pre-owned department here in Queensland. As you can see, we've got our multi-level showroom just over the back there at our yard here in the city. Quite a variety of vehicles. Just as you go about a K that way, you will end up in the heart of Cairns, and Mulgrave Road, the main road heading out of town here, about a K and a half back up the other way, you will come across a brand new part of Toyota and Lexus, parts and services out the back, and our second pre-owned yard just near DFO. Throughout the video, I'll be going over the CX-5 here in complete detail, just simply pointing out any blemishes that may appear that you would be looking for at first point of sale. Start down the front here. So it's got nice big alloy wheels. Obviously, we want to make sure there's no scratching, scuff marks, gutter rash, anything like that. Plenty of tyre tread, always great to see. All of our vehicles have been through their roadworthy certificates attached to them as part of that driveway price here in Queensland. So make our way around the front. Obviously, we want to be looking for things like stone chips. Slight little gutter mark underneath here on the plastic, just due to the clearance. Now, obviously, quite high gutters here in Cairns, due to the heavy rainfall in the wet season. But as we can see around the front end, very straight and tidy. No major dings or dents, no real stone chips, just a little minor imperfection there. Even as we go across the bonnet, making sure that it's not all scratched up. Again, no dents, no stone chips, been very well looked after. Beautiful. So as you can see, nice clean front end there on the Mazda. We'll make our way down the passenger side, just trying to give you a really good angle of the body, making sure there's no ripples or imperfections. Obviously covering each panel as we go. Also front left, checking out that alloy again, making sure there's no scratching from the gutters. An excellent amount of tyre tread all the way around, always good to see. So as we make our way down, there's a couple light brush touches along the side mirror here, hardly noticeable. As you can see, we've also got those indicators on the side mirrors. And as we make our way along, a couple very minor little markings to be expected on a pre-owned vehicle. But overall, as we can see, no major dings, dents, major panel damage in the way of scratching. Very clean and tidy. So we make our way around the back end here. So very common to see luggage markings along the tailgate here. So you can see this one's very tidy, very well looked after. Slight little imperfection in the plastic there. Looks like something's melted, but no real damage. As you can see around the back end though, nice and straight, hasn't been backed into anything. Obviously got the nice large reversing camera there, which we'll see in action very shortly. And while we're back here, we'll have a quick look in the boot. So making sure there is no cuts or tears, no major damages, scuff marks. So you got your 12 volt on the side here. Very clean and tidy on the interior. Obviously for your parcel shelf, this pulls over as well, tucking away quite nicely. And underneath, just make sure obviously we've got those spare and those jack and tools down in there as well. Beautiful. Now make our way down the driver's side. Again, just trying to give you a really good angle of the body. Still covering each panel as we go. Still making sure there's no scuffing on these alloy wheels. Great tyre tread all the way around. And as we make our way down the driver's side now, very clean, very straight, no imperfections to be pointed out. So as you can see, the exterior has been kept in excellent condition, especially for its age of a pre-owned vehicle. Windscreen, no major chips or cracks. And as we make our way along the roof, make sure there's no major dings, dents or hail damage. Excellent to see. Beautiful, no deterioration of paint or anything either. Now we go through the interior. So on the door cuts, make sure there's no major wear or tear or scratching around the handles. Make sure there's no major scuff marks down along the bottom. Inside, making sure there's no cuts, tears, burns, stains. Just double checking all the upholstery for you. When it comes to the flooring, so they've obviously got the floor mats back here, so just double check they're not trying to hide anything. It's just been very well looked after. Beautiful. We'll now jump in the driver's seat. So on the driver's door, again, just make sure it's in good condition around the handles. Obviously you got your electric windows and for your side mirrors there. It does come with a full set of key remotes. Now obviously being a push button start, foot on the brake. It starts nice and easy for us. Beautiful. So on the right hand side here, we've got our I-stop for the ignition, set for the tyre pressure. You got your traction control and obviously your blind spot indicators there as well on the side mirrors. As you can see in the little display screen down in here, it'll actually tell you when they're on and off. So you can have them off, or it can notify you when people are sitting in those blind spots, depending on how cautious of a driver you are. As we can see, it has done 51,789 kilometers there as well. On the right hand side of the steering wheel though, all of our controls for the cruise control, and on the left hand side, all of our controls obviously for the head unit, for the sound, for our Bluetooth, answering and declining calls once that's all connected. So you do have a nice large display screen here, which is all touchscreen. At the end of the day, it's also where that nice large reversing camera shows up as well. But not only that, you've even got a control panel down here that Mazda like to do, which can obviously control up here as well. So if we go back home, we can skip through these different sort of sections. Beautiful. Just below that, obviously we've got all of our controls for the air conditioning and our built-in USB ports and AUX ports just underneath. This is obviously an automatic with the electric park brake nowadays. But up front, we've also got the floor mats, very clean and tidy like the rest of the vehicle's been. Just making sure there's no front end damages here. Make sure there's no fading or cracking as we go across the dash. It's not starting to go sticky or anything like that. Beautiful. As we have a look in here, all of our books, which is good to see. Obviously the service is the main one people want to know about, so we'll have a bit of a flick through. Just making sure, been through our services and we're all up to date. Last one done about 49,000 there, so you've got about another 9,000 to go, which is always good. Last but not least though, we'll hop out and have a look underneath the bonnet while she's still running. Beautiful. So as we have a look underneath, nice and clean and tidy, no red dust or rust, not that you'd expect it in a vehicle like this. As we have a bit of a listen as well, making sure there's no major knocks, squeals or rattles. Beautiful, running nice and smoothly. That was our virtual tour though of our 2016 Mazda CX-5 Maxx all-wheel drive. I hope you enjoyed and look forward to hearing from you shortly, as something like this will not last long. Thank you.